What's going on, guys? We're back ready to do some work now. I got a few more things here. Also, I did get an oil change for it. New set of plugs. I got a new boost box, or excuse me, a new watt box as well. It's not only have a boost box in it right now. It's just on the old watt box, which is a old single phase one. Like, you can't do launch control and no lift shift with that one. It's like one of the first generations, I guess. And so I can now have no lift shift and launch control at the same time, which will help a lot. And besides that, there's one other thing that's going to change. I'm going to mount the fuel pressure regulator actually on the side up here hidden. I've heard horror stories and I've gotten warned and stuff a few times, I know in some older videos, about having the regulator actually mounted on the rail where it actually bust or broke off of it and caused the car to burn down, which would not be good. And so I'm going to have this old line anyway. My old feed I can turn into a little return jumper to over here and then run the regular return after that, just to get it off the rail. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, just got the turbos pulled off the car, our turbo. This is our old one. Tell the difference from the Gen 1 or journal bearing to the ball bearing. Here's the rigged up oil drain I told you I had. I kept getting a kink right here where it would cause smoking. I really didn't feel like fixing the time, so I just threw some zip ties on it, and it worked for now. But like I said, we had that steel braided line we can use. We do have one more thing we got to swap out on these guys. Here's the new one. This is the old one. You see I got a V-band welded on the end of it. These are the same size exhaust housings. And so I'm just gonna swap them. Whoever I sell this turbo to, they can just have the new housing with it. Then I won't have to get this welded back on. I believe they're the same. I don't think they change anything from the Gen 1 and Gen 2s on the housing itself. But I'm gonna take them off and inspect them real quick. Went ahead and swapped the exhaust housings around. Now we got to swap out the oil feed line to a different style one, and then we can get the fuel lines in. All right, we're under the car now. We got our new dash 8 line hooked up. We're just getting it zip tied all the way up front. And we got the old one right there draining. We also had to make some little repairs back here. We melted some wires. For anyone that doesn't know how to put on one of these fuel line connectors, this is a dash 8. You're going to take it apart. You're going to have two different pieces. You're going to cut your line. That one pushes on first. It's a lot easier if you actually can put this in a vise, but I already have it zip tied up in the car. And the fabric, or the cloth braided ones versus the steel braided ones, are a little bit easier too. These ones are a pain in the ass. And all you want to do, spray some oil in it. You have to kind of force it down, and you'll feel the threads grab. You just got to keep pressure and turn it all the way in. All right, we got the new fuel system hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and prime it and look for leaks. There's our new end. Scared the shit out of me. Well, if we have any leaks, I know it looks a little janky right now. I only have a 45-degree fitting for that side. That will get changed out to a 90 once I get it from Amazon. And I do have the valve cover off. My wife was getting it cleaned up. I'm not going to paint the intake. I just touched up the white a little bit in a few spots. I didn't feel like taking all of that apart just for paint. Yeah, we got no leaks down there, so I think we're good to go. All right, now y'all probably can't see shit, but we got the steel braided line up there ran, and I accidentally pulled my oil pressure sensor off the back of the block. I pulled the wire out on accident. And so we just spliced in a new wire so that don't happen again. Let me grab a light. Oh, where's the flashlight? Oh. So we got all of our little purple wires that we repaired right there. And there's our new oil feed, and it splices into that line right up there. So it's still braided so it won't get kinked up top. Alright, while we're back here, we're gonna swap out, that's my AFR sensor. I got both of those up top. They're super easy to work on. And of course my upstream. And we got, there's a new turbo. She's halfway mounted up. Alright. We've got all of our cowl exit mounted back up. I do want to put a zip tie down here on that oil line just to get a little bit away from the exhaust a little more. Besides that, it does have a Gen 1 exhaust housing on it. I couldn't see anything different on it. They had the same serial numbers and everything on it. They're the same size exhaust housings, just different side cold. And so there really ain't a whole bunch to it. I literally just spray painted this on the ground. I know it looks like shit, but I'm getting a new valve cover, and I'm gonna do my intake later. Like I said, I didn't feel like fucking with all that tonight. I just wanted to get it all done, up, back, and running. We're gonna keep on it, and I'll be right back. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of a step back. Cylinder 2 and 4 and 3. The spark plugs were like, I don't know why, they were really seized up in there. I ended up getting number 2 out. It's not cross-threaded. I have NICs and everything on them. I have no idea. It looks fine when it came out. And I know there's no way suddenly 3 of the spark plugs holes in the head are stripped out or something. And so I got 2 of them soaking in oil right now. I'm going to let it sit like this for the rest of the night. If anything, if they don't come loose by morning soaking in oil, I'm going to just go ahead and let the car run, get hot, get up to temp tomorrow, and then try to remove those 2 again. Like I said, they don't need it or anything, but I mean, I was just doing his normal maintenance. But so far, so good. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. What's up, guys? It's actually the next morning. I did get it semi-wrapped up last night. It was pretty late, though, so I didn't film everything. I do have an oil change for it. I'm going to do real quick once I get back. I'm actually about to go out on the river. One of the other projects I actually got was a bass boat. And so I did some repairs on that last weekend also. So we're going to go test that real quick while we have some nice weather. And then I will be back to test this. Alright, now all we got left, I'm going to do a quick oil change on it. We got to upload the new tune and we should be good to go. Test drive it. Got the oil drained out, and we just got to upload our tune and put some fresh oil in it. All right, now we're getting the tune in here. So I got my tune for Mario. All I gotta do is download it, put it in a folder, and this is my tuner opened up in a folder right here. So go to our tune, you'll right click, send to, and right there is my tuner, i3. And as soon as you send it, you'll see on your tuner itself will pop up and say that it's uploaded. So then we can just hit continue and we're good to upload it. All right, we got our Diablo tuner hooked up to the car. I'm just gonna go to tune vehicle, turn your key to the on position. And be advanced, install custom. We'll scroll down to the bottom. There she is, very last one. Apply. Key off. Key on. And it's that easy. All right, the new tune's in. It's gonna be our first startup. Jumped right up and our gauge is working. So I guess we fixed that too. We were overboosting like crazy. We hit 40 pounds on the first pull, and so I just disconnected the gate. There's 30 pounds of spring in it, so hopefully that'll at least get us where we can get on it some on the street. Fortunately, we're going to have to trailer it back. I'm sure you can see right here. We're dripping. I broke an oil line, or actually cooked it on the exhaust, the oil feed for the turbo. And so we probably could have made it home. It's only like a 10-minute drive, but we just went ahead and got the truck and trailer. Ain't nothing crazy, but it is leaking. You just got back home. Probably a good thing we trailered it back. It was definitely leaking pretty bad. But yeah, that oil feed was touching right at the bottom of the manifold. 100% my fault, but at least it's something this small. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a new one ordered, and probably put a wrap around it to keep it away from the heat a little better, make sure that don't happen again. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see y'all next time.